Alright, y'all, we got the David case. Just got disturbing. Update. Now, I'm gonna watch this. Who paged this on? Let me see some real quick. Shit, I guess. FVCKDH. There I go. Shout out to bro or sis. I'm finna react to the video off their channel, and I'm gonna give my opinions on it's like after the fact. Well, throughout this and after the fact, but yeah, if you're here to watch my reaction, tune in. Thank you for tuning in. But if you want to watch the video with my commentary, you can head over to this channel that I just shouted out, or just search this title up. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna see what's really going on with this.
The David story just got a really grim update, and I'm here to share it with you all. But first, let me quickly catch you guys up to speed with everything that's happened thus far. On September 9th, an impounded Tesla belonging to David was found with a body in it. During this time, David was on his Withered World tour. Mind you, he also performed that night that all of this was discovered, and he was giving out Labubus, which is crazy because how could he casually do that considering everything that's been revealed today? A spokesperson for David also told
What is Lil Boo Boos?
NBC that he was fully cooperating with authorities. But honestly, how can you do that on tour? But to make a long story short, the entire situation was very confusing and people honestly didn't know what to believe. But I think we finally have the truth. So allow me to tell you guys everything that got revealed, everything that I've learned, everything I've dug up. But I'm gonna stop ambling. You already know I'm the Hood Socrates, and let's talk about it. David paused his tour and canceled his Seattle show after the body of the victim was identified. It was Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And let me start by saying, rest in peace, baby girl. I know you was unfortunately taken from us early, but we're praying for you. I hope you're resting easy now. She was 13 when she went missing and was found over a year later. Here's her missing person report. And the way she was identified was by two things.
Bro, I heard she was 15. See, look. This is sick, man. And how old is this the David dude, bro? I never even heard a song from him. I don't know who he is. This story been blowing up, so I'm reacting to it. And look, this fresh news to me. I thought she was 15 because I thought that's what I seen in that title, in that headline title, but maybe I'm tripping. Bro, that's...
Number one, with the help of her mom, who confirmed that Celeste had a boyfriend named David, and the fact Celeste had a matching tattoo on her finger with David, which is just so fucking weird. And there's so many more damning pieces of evidence that connect Celeste and David. That's just the start. People checked David's Discord and found extremely disturbing images, one with Celeste being in there, another with some of his Discord members saying that Celeste was David's girlfriend. But I personally think the worst one was from a year ago on August 2024. It was a person replying to David saying, drop a song on the missing girl, Celeste. But it's not just Discord. About a week ago, there were two people on Reddit making these claims.
This is getting crazy.
Read them for you. This guy is a weirdo. A close friend's little sister from the LE ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was pimping her out. She was in 7th grade at the time. LAPD swept this place in the hills. I'm terrified that's who was in the car. Nobody has heard from her in months. I won't release names as she's still a minor, but she was from Lake Elsinore. It isn't speculation. It literally happened. I don't really care if you've heard nice things about him. That has no impact on my personal negative experiences. Also, look.
Yeah, I mean, that's automatically gonna void out any nice thing about you. Like, you gotta understand that's how that is in general, though. You can do 100 things for somebody. The moment you don't do something for them, all 100 things you done is irrelevant. Well, for some people, they real ungrateful, you know. That's just how that is, though. But before I was about to say all that, my thing is, how are you riding around with a body in your trunk for over a year? Like, this man is sick. Or boy, I don't know how old he is. And if you a grown man and you was with a man, he should have been cooked. He should have been cooked.
Get the -2 downvotes. Like, it just goes to show we have to stop worshiping these celebrities. We need to have a serious conversation how we can't be developing these parasocial relationships, because like me and you, they're people too, and they are capable of...
You weird. You weird for sure, bro.
Of doing bad things. This guy is a From what I've heard, my sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader, let's call her C, and she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in 9th grade now, and it turns out C's friends knew, and he would pay them to keep their mouth shut. C has been missing for over a month now, and no one knows her whereabouts. Definitely something strange going on. Now, the second one is immensely eerie because it refers to Celeste, who at the time was unnamed, as C, which I believe gives more credibility to the post. I think what's interesting is that when you look at the Reddit and the Discord and how these people seemingly have this information about David and Celeste, it comes across as more of an open secret rather than some new revelation, which makes my heart weep for Celeste even more. Here's where the situation gets even worse. The song Romantic Homicide was released on her birthday, September 7th, and on social media there's currently a new lens being placed over David's work as an artist. Even certain lyrics are being put into question, like this, which really eerie stuff. I can't say that enough.
This man made a song about doing so. My thing is he must have wanted to be caught, or he was gonna turn himself in eventually anyway, because that guilt was eating him up. Yo, RP to her, man. I don't even think I want to listen to the song, but hey, if y'all want me to react to the song, by all means, let me know in the comment section below. I'll see. I might listen to a little bit of it, and then might be on stream. Just listen to a little bit of it, and that'd be that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't wanna I'm not interested in helping him, further. Well, he can't now. I don't know. Once he become found guilty of this, he ain't furthering no more his career no more, bro. They gonna get you for that. For one, you up. You know what you is, because at this point, I'm trying to figure man, maybe he 14, 15. No. I could just tell that this man is at least 18 or older. Weird. You're weird, man. Straight up.
Also, there is proof of David on the phone with Celeste. These are FaceTime screenshots. And there's even this photo from 2023 before she went missing. And all this stuff does is just further show that he had contact with the victim. And I also did find alleged messages between an anonymous person and Celeste, and it confirms she and David engaged inappropriately. Celeste also confirms she had contact with a person named Gus. We don't know who he is as of yet, but based off of what she said, it seemed the interaction she had with him was even more horrifying than we can imagine. Some other stuff I found was people going through certain TikTok reposts David had and connecting it with Celeste, although I'm unsure how true any of this is, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But the story once again gets crazy. Remember the Reddit post that I was talking about? He was paying off kids, allegedly. There was an Instagram account called Chandler, and he dropped some crazy shit. First by saying he had a friend that told him David owed someone in Lake Elsinore money, and being that Celeste is now deceased, it only seems even more disturbing when you put two and two together. He then followed up that story with another one providing context. This time he was saying that David gave people money because he was with a minor, paying them off, and then he proceeded to post a photo proof. This is allegedly the photo of him paying those kids off, and let's be honest, that is definitely David. I just don't know how you could say this isn't David. This is probably one of the most incriminating pieces of evidence I've seen.
Ain't no way in hell you paying me any type of bread just to be quiet about you. Man, you're weird. I get he trying to cover his tracks, but guess what? At the end of the day, if the police came and confronted these kids that you paying off, are you paying them for this and that? If they would have done a full investigation before she passed, or whatever, they was gonna tell regardless if you paying them or not. Maybe she was gonna go tell. That's why it played out how it played out. Or she threatened to leave him, and he weird because he be out here probably because he in this little spotlight as a artist. I don't know if he a rapper, singer, whatever, because I never heard any of his music. So I'm just say artist. He probably was dibbing and dabbing with other women, and then still trying to be with her, and she probably, nah, I'm not going for it. My thing is, leave kids alone, bro. Like, how's that hard? How's that hard to do? What makes you want to go, middle school, little at like what makes you want that?
But it wasn't just Chandler. Another person on a different social media posted the photo as well, and they claim that with the news being released, the kids from that area are sharing it, which is a callback to the Reddit post saying the same thing. And remember, those predated all of this information. But that's basically the entire update so far. Everything else is a little bit of speculation and going over old things David has said or tweeted, and honestly, we could be here all day if I went through every single one. So with that being said,
Damn, it's
stay
bad like
safe. Please don't worship these celebrities. Please teach your younger siblings that these people can be just as bad as your average person who does not have clout or following. We need to protect those around us. And once again, rest in peace, Celeste. You will be missed. And
R.I.P. to Celeste, man.
I hope you're just doing easy wherever you are.
Right. I hope she resting easy. I hate that she got in that situation. Because that's a situation. That ain't no relationship, bro. That's a situation. First thing first, bro, you weird as hell. I can't stress that enough. You're weird. Like I said, I don't know how old he is, but he at least 18 plus. I'm going to say that he 18 plus. You're weird. 13, 18. How? It just don't make any sense. Now, what I want to speak on, because when I was in high school, I knew multiple girls that were dating dudes that was like 20 years old. They probably 15. And it's weird that that was a thing. But me being that young, bro, I'm not even thinking nothing of that. I'm not thinking of that. I'm not thinking like, damn, that shit wrong as hell. Because me, I'm dating girls that's probably 2 years older than me. Or I got females that I'm cool with that's like 2 years older than me, so I'm not thinking nothing like heavily of it like that. But in hindsight, as I got, I say like my junior year and the girls were bragging about that, I was like, what? My junior year, so we 16, and you got a 20-year-old boyfriend, 21-year-old boyfriend? What? That don't even make, it's like, that's wild. And I'm talking about they in class pregnant as hell by these dudes. I'm just like, what the shit was just weird. Like, you just, like I said, when I was like 15, 14, where I wasn't thinking nothing of that. I'm a kid, my damn self, bro. I'm a kid. Like, I'm not thinking like, oh, this what you is, this what you at. But like I said, by my junior year, when I start like peeping shit, I'm just like, yeah, that's wild. So you mean to tell me this 21-year-old is really out here knocking up a 16-year-old, 15? Like, what? So at this point, but it, like I said, it low-key was something that when I was in high school, I didn't think deeply of. I just went on about my day and just like, damn. I mean, I might have said that was crazy and that's weird, whatever, but I didn't think deeply of it now. But now that I'm older, of course, out of high school, all that, and I hear about stuff like this, it just sickening, man. And I got a daughter myself. I wish she would come home and say her boyfriend 20 years old and she 15. Or she 13 and he 18, 19. Bro. He grown, so I'm gonna bust his ass. That's off the rip. I'm not even gonna show no remorse. Tell your father, whoever the fuck you wanna tell, but hey, you getting dogged out. It's just simple as that. I'm gonna do you so bad. But that's that. My daughter, of course, she gonna get her punishment for that as well. So she know. But that's the thing too. That's why you gotta be active, fully active in your kid's life, not just your daughter, your sons too. Cause I ain't going for that. If I got a son, I'm not going for that. Your girlfriend, how old? 21. You 15? Nope. You ain't getting that either, bro. Like I don't do the damn. Oh man, well, it's my son, bro. There you go. Nope. Hell no. I'm not doing that. Y'all both getting the same treatment in that situation, bro. Simple as that. And I get it as teenagers, you go dib and dab with, getting sexually active and all that stuff too. I'm not gonna be mad at that. First thing first, as long as my daughter know and my son know the dangers behind that and what comes with that, all I can do is just tell them. let them know, because they're gonna sneak around and do it. They either gonna sneak and do it, or if you have a good relationship with them, they're gonna come to you first about it. Like, hey, I'm thinking about da 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 da, and you go accordingly. I'll tell you, no, wait, but you're gonna find a way to do it. Cause shit, that was me when I was a teen, bro. But my thing is, I'm definitely making sure I have a stern relationship with my daughter and son, and let them know both. Like, hey, we not trust and believe. You can come to me and tell me anything. I'm not gonna sit here and get mad and lash out. Now, if you do the action before you tell me, then it might be a little bit of, I might be a little strict, like mean in that situation. I might come off a little aggressive, mad, anger, because come to me first. Let me know what's up, how things, whatever. Damn sure I'm not accepting no damn you being with no motherfucker 20 years older than you, 15, 13, whatever. That ain't happening. That is not happening. I don't care. But back to this situation. RP to Celeste. Justice gonna be served, or it already is served. I just feel like, I don't know, man, because you can't always blame parents in situations like this, because, like I said, kids gonna do what they do, right, sneak around and do stuff. But where the red flag with me is, how did her parents or parent, hey, relax. How did they allow her to fly out to California and she's 13 years old with this grown man? That's where a red flag come in for me, because it's like, why would you allow that? Even if she lied about his age and said he's 13 as well, how you think they maneuvering through LA? Like, I don't know. That's a red flag for me. A major red flag. We gotta protect our kids, man. Bottom line. Like bro just said at the end of this video, we have to protect our kids. If you got siblings that's younger and you know better, you should. But protect them. Let them know. You could coach them. You could talk to them. Like, that ain't it. Stay away from, and stop worshiping. Yeah, like he said, stop worshiping these celebrities, because a lot of them weird as hell. At the end of the day, you're not supposed to worship nobody anyway. If you're a firm believer in the Lord, you're not supposed to worship nobody anyway. It's alright to like a celebrity, like what they do, what they got going on, but when you out here just, oh my God, I want to do, I can't wait till I meet this. If I ever get to meet them, bro, chill. They a human being at the end of the day. They just have a following, and they making good money off of what they doing. But understand, don't idolize, don't worship them. That's bad business, man. Because I feel like when you worship people, you start not, you won't see the wrong in what they do. You gonna be upset, like you gonna overlook it. You gonna overlook the wrong that they're doing, and that ain't good. What you talking about? Because wrong is wrong at the end of the day. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. If y'all want me to react to that song, I might do it. Just let me know in the comment section below. But this is the end of that.